Hello and welcome to Safe and Trusted Canada. The purpose of this video tutorial is to explain the options you have as a business regarding adding subcategories as well as some other specific content regarding food and restaurants. This video tutorial is a little bit different because what we're doing here is we're showing the back end that you would see as an account manager. And the purpose of this is to show you that if you have a series of restaurants, one account manager can take care of them all. So it's very, very important to note. Since the tutorial is about restaurants, let's click on to one of them and go from there. So here we have my restaurant, and of course you can place all your data into the different profile, but we're dealing with categories here, so let's continue. So the first thing you'll see is that the paid accounts will have enough categories to add a significant amount of subcategories to their listing. Remember that the basic account allows 5 subcategories, the plus allows 20, the standard allows 30, and the advanced allows 40. So if you, and the professional of course is 60, and when you combine that with the possibility of 40 trade areas closest to the business location and the business display at the highest level, it makes the professional account an attractive option. So please remember that you only add subcategories that you provide as a business. Do not add subcategories that you contract out to others. So if you have an account, you will be able to add, according to your account type, that you are now hiring, have promotions, possibly subcategories in banquet room area, subcategories in catering. All the cuisines are covered with subcategories under each. What we learned is that some people, rather than picking restaurants, they'll pick food as the example, and that's why we have food as a primary with all the subcategories similar to restaurants underneath. We never know exactly what the consumer is going to pick. In addition to that, if we go down, you'll see we have restaurants, and again, all the subcategories. As well as we have 2 other primary categories where restaurants are mentioned. That is in the travel planning area where we have restaurants, and of course under wedding where we have restaurants. From the home page of the site, people will be able to find your restaurant according to the trade area that you're listed in, or they can just simply look for the name of the restaurant, phone number, etc. Here we have Saskatoon as an example. We're going to look for restaurants, and you'll see that they all come up. Food, they all come up, and that's how you would look for restaurants right off the home page. In the headers of each particular category at the top for business, for consumers, FAQs, and I'm not sure about blog, but for business they do. You'll have Canada listings, and all the main cities and towns in Canada would be listed here. We're just building the database now. If you don't see your town listed there, if you just click on to the province, all the towns and cities are listed in alphabetical order. All the primary and subcategories are listed just like this, as for Saskatoon. And you'll see all the categories here. And if I was to look for, as an example, restaurants, I just simply go to the R, click on restaurants. All the subcategories related to that particular primary category will show up. You will see that by clicking on that we have 186 restaurants listed. Just click on to the first one here as an example. So what the report would indicate would be, if they have a Better Business Bureau report, you can have your About Us. All your review sites are listed there, so it's really easy for the consumer to get a really good idea about your business, your credentials. Hey, there's even a video on this one. All the categories then would show up just like they were covered, and of course all the trade areas that the business services would also show up. I'm not sure if we covered review sites effectively here, so I'm just going to add this in. We have Safe and Trusted, Google, and Better Business Bureau that are automatically placed into your account. They stay there. You can't change them. For restaurants, we have other different review sites that we place into your particular account. Once you, depending on account type, you can either display them or not display them. The choice is entirely yours. We will do we'll combine several review sites and do a composite review. We'll show that it came from 4 review sites generally, and how many reviews were covered by the different review sites, and that way you get a composite of your restaurant under Safe and Trusted. I want to thank you for listening to this video, and have a great day.